Hi, welcome back to Luna Reacts. Okay, so I know that you can probably see that I am in the bed. Child, I was just not feeling it today. I'm not gonna hold you up, but I'm like, okay, I need to get some type of content out, so we're gonna do it in the bed today. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do it in the bed. So this video is about Keto Rose and her exposure of Mojo Jojo, which is Ace. I'll be honest with you, I didn't really follow too much of like their tour, but I hold on, let me turn this off. I turned it off earlier, but it came back on. The heater or whatever. I don't really I haven't followed their tour, but I follow Keto Rose. I love her. She's hilarious. So I just kind of wanted to go through her TikTok and see the videos that are going viral, and just kind of get my, do my little reactions on them or whatnot. So let's get into the video. I just want to also thank everyone that have subscribed so far. Thank you to all of you that are watching my videos. If you have watched my videos, if you have not subscribed, please feel free to subscribe for more videos like so. Make sure that you also hit that notification bell so that you can know whenever I upload any videos or any shorts. And yet again, thank you. I appreciate you. Let's get into the video. All right. So here we are. We are on Keto Rose's TikTok. As you can see right there, if you have not followed her, make sure that you follow Miss Keto Rose, because she says she is unemployed, honey, and she needs the help and support, which she is getting. Look at these views. 1.9 million. Okay. 507K. 381. Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. You better get it, girl. Okay, so let's go ahead and
Hi,
get
and
started.
welcome to episode 1 of Who the Fuck Did I Work For? So because I'm unemployed, this is my content now. So if you like content like this, like, share, subscribe. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit that little bell notification. So this is the creator of the pod. This is Randy Rosario, Mike the Poet, Trip Fontaine, Fine Ass Keto Rose, and Mojo Jojo. A lot of you guys are like, well, I don't care about this bitch or that bitch. Where's my favorite? Oh, shit, there she go to your favorite. She be dropping them gems. This is Kitty Rose. She got Randy out quick, fast. She said, I want your spot. How can I manipulate everyone to get it? I'm going to detail that, though, in the following episodes. It's going to be like 500 episodes. Uh-oh, bonus feature. This guy says he used to be with Kitty, but that can't be true because it would have been around the time she was married, and she can't stand side bitches, and she can't stand cheating women. Ho, ho, the drama, the tea. Hope we all heal. Hi, and welcome to episode 1 of Who the Fuck?
Hope we all heal. Oh, she's so funny.
Hello, and thank you for watching part 2 of Who the Fuck Did I Work For? I just want to address a few things.
Wait, hold on. Why? Why is her wig all the way back here? Why is Kita's wig all the way back here? Ma'am. Sorry. She is so funny. Ma'am, come on. Okay. All right.
Really pissing me off. Number 1, I'm not one of those friends that fall out with a friend and tell their business. These hoes actually never liked me at all. This isn't a hurt people situation. This is a you fucked around and now you're gonna find out. A lot of you are saying, this seems a little one-sided, Keita. Right, because I'm the only one talking. So, since your faves get paid to speak on a daily basis, they should have no problem freaking out. Before it was tonight's conversation, live and uncut. It was tonight's conversation, love, sex, and relationships. the tour. I had never been on tour before. I was content creating and working HR at Kraft Macaroni and Cheese.
Not
I was
Kraft.
HR there. By the way, since we're doing this, y'all probably shouldn't be eating that shit either, but if they sue me, they're going to take my son, so I best be shutting that ass up. But I got to meet some really great people. I met the very talented Jay Martinez, the very funny TC Caldwell, the really beautiful and talented Caleb the poet, and Mojo!
Oh,
look how happy
God.
I am. Stupid girl.
What is happening?
This healed, emotionally mature, ready for marriage man.
Honestly, the show was a vibe. It was a vibe. It was intimate. It was positive. I had millions of followers. TC had millions of followers, but he lost his page. And when he lost his page, Mojo Jojo said, "You're no longer valuable. Goodbye. This is my best friend. And the reason why I'm in this fucking predicament, she was following Mojo Jojo and couldn't believe he picked me to be on tour. So when Mojo Jojo hired me, he said that we were going to make a lot of money because he had done a lot of shows. This wasn't his first show. This was my first tour, but not his. He used to be on tour with, who's that? Apparently it started out a card game, but then they like moved it to making content and then moved it on the road. I don't know. So one of the products sold on tour that made the tour and made him so lucrative is his card game. But word on the curb, allegedly is this was not his idea. A little birdie told me that the card game was his idea, but he just didn't know how to market it right. Good thing Mojo Jojo is a master marketer. Ooh. Unfortunately, this is going to be the end of part 2. But don't worry, we're going to give you a sneak peek of what's to come in part 3.
That's what I'm telling you. Why? Wait, so y'all men really don't like getting y'all asses ate? No. Man, for what? Y'all better be glad I don't know how shit. Because I put these niggas after I be making ass. I like for men to pee on me. Okay? And all true honesty, it's something about that stream hitting that...
Hello?
Stop it! Ew! Ma'am! Some things you can just keep to yourself. We don't need to hear all of that. And why was she getting that excited about eating ass? What the hell? What is this world coming to? Ma'am! You can keep your boo-boo teeth to yourself, okay? Just gross.
Not me. I wouldn't pop it for him if he paid for it. Not me. I wouldn't pop it for him if he paid for it. Not me. I wouldn't pop it for him if he paid for it.
God.
Hello, governor, and thank you for watching episode 3 of Who the Fuck Did I Work For? I know a lot of you don't like my delivery. I got this message today. When you do your next story time, could you do it less animated? It's taken away from your story time. No.
First off, her name is Yo Man Favorite. Ew. That doesn't need to be explained. Ew.
No. And let me tell you why. No hate to you, because a lot of people have said that, right? They don't like my delivery, my antics, the animation. It's less believable. I don't give a shit what you...
She shouldn't give a shit. You want to know why? Because she's in the entertainment business. She's a comedian. That's what Keita does. So like, what, you just want her to be boring? If she was boring, you wouldn't want it. You wouldn't want to watch it. So why would she not add some spunk? Add her personality to it. Like, stop hating.
You believe that's the truth. I'm telling you how I tell it. And I'm an animated person, so regardless of what I deliver, good news or bad news, it's gonna come out animated, you bland, boring bitches. Anyway, where did we leave off?
I'm like getting y'all asses ate? No, man, for what? Y'all better be glad I don't know how shit.
Ew.
Because I put these niggas.
You guys were mad about that one. You guys acted like I made that video. First of all, I just like to address a couple things. One, I'm not kink shaming anybody. If you want to get pissed on, you want to get pissed on. I don't. I'm not judging you. We listen and we don't judge. You're mad at me because your favorite coach, life coach, likes to get pissed on. What did I do?
Like,
a lot of you said, well, if that's her
blind?
husband, it is what it is. But that wasn't her husband in the video. So. Number 3, this isn't about booty eating, grocery shopping, or anything of the sort. This was to show you how she speaks around people that she's comfortable with. So when you guys said I was bullying her, right, when she got on TikTok crying, y'all were like, oh, you're going too hard. No, she talked like that. She talked like nigga, bitch. That's how she talked. It's just that, not on stage. So I wasn't bullying anybody, but I bet a bitch won't try to bully me. But I bet won't try to bully me.
Now she looking backwards.
So the guy in the video was not her husband, right? And so he was just somebody that she was doing business with. Now this guy, a lot of you have seen his video. He dated her. I'm not sure what happened, but she sent him a very long apology via email. Which is, oh my God, like, is he a colleague or a nigga you messing with? I ain't gonna hold you. I didn't read that email. And once I see that your text is this long, you lost me. Now, exactly. I don't know why her and the guy you just seen broke up, but I do know that he stated she threw a lot of insults. She was very violent, very, angry, and she sent this and another 4 or 5 emails. Girl, like I told you guys can pause it. Child. I ain't reading it. Now, a lot of women in the comments were like, well, she's apologizing. Yeah, but what he's trying to convey is with narcissistic women, they will do something terrible and then apologize, and then do something terrible and then apologize. The apology is more to get you back so they can have more of their supply, not that they actually mean it, because if they meant it, they would stop. Now, upon this guy coming out, there's another guy that came out saying that she shot him with his own gun. Shot at him or shot him? Listen here.
Damn near exactly what happened with me and her when I dated her. She saw that I had did some shit in my phone. We started fighting. Well, we didn't even start fighting. She started hitting me. I was 200 pounds, like 250 at the time, 6 feet tall. She's, 5'3", 150 pounds soaking wet. I'm like, I can't hit you, so I'm trying to get out the way. She get in the car, keep hitting me, destroys my car, and then shoots at me with my own gun 3 times.
Hello, governor, and thank you for watching episode 3.
That's wild.
And pop goes the bad bitch. Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, depending on where you are from. Thank you for watching episode 4, season 1 of Who the Fuck Did I Work For? A lot of you don't like that there be smoke in my videos, but I'm unemployed. To everybody that has reached out to me, asked me if my mental is okay, asked me if I'm good, I really do appreciate you. I seen some comments saying like she's playing the victim, she acts like a victim. I'm not a victim. I don't even want to call myself a victim. I trusted a man with taco meat on his face. That man has a taco meat beard. That is the makings of a shiesty fella. Ladies, if your boyfriend has taco meat on his face, he's going to mess you up. Listen to me. I can speak from experience. And that reminds me, a lot of you were saying, well, I wouldn't listen to such and such, or I wouldn't listen to such and such. Listen, it didn't start off a panel. It was first a conversation. So season 1 was me, Rico, Mojo,
You looking good,
let's
okay.
take a poll, guys. Do you like Mojo, or do you like taco meat beard man? So I know I mentioned in my story on Instagram that he used to say things like, you're not going to be aesthetically pleasing, or are you working on your weight, Keita? And that this is why, this is what I look like when I met him. But who was ugly? Also, taco meat on your face. Now, Rico was the first villain. He came in to not only be a part of the podcast, but help direct the podcast. So one day we were shooting, and I guess we all found out that Rico didn't appreciate being talked to a certain way, and also just it was bad. It was explosive. Now, Mojo Jojo said in one of his lives that I think that he had hired 100 cast members. There's been so many cast members in and out of his house. That was the guest cast. That wasn't core cast. Core cast stayed the same every freaking day. So we're sitting in his basement and we're all having a conversation about I just don't know what. But Mojo Jojo and Rico get into it back and forth and back and forth. Rico doesn't like how he's being spoken to, so he says something along the lines of, "Shut up, I'll beat your ass in your own house," something like that. I don't know. Allegedly,
Okay.
it's not verbatim. And then Mojo Jojo said, "Use your words." At that moment, I was so excited. I was like, "Oh my gosh." Hit him. Hit him. But he didn't. He acted very professionally. We didn't see Rico again. And I think that's when we saw him, I guess, 1 or 2 straggling shows, but Rico didn't need the money. So we didn't see Rico again. But I think that's when I found out that when you do stand up for yourself, I mean, he didn't have to say. But when you do challenge him, you're going to get fired. It's going to be your last day, bud. And sure, I could have quit at that moment. I could have said, "Oh, you can't challenge him. If you challenge him, it's going to be a problem." But I did not, because I enjoyed the people that I worked with. I was making good money. And I didn't want to quit my job. Would you quit your job if you found out that your boss was a... You know, what's crazy is along the years, a lot of people have been using words like narcissist and diagnosing everyone around them. But when you actually see a narcissist, do you know what to look for? A lot of you think that I am bullying our friend Kit Kat, but I'm not. I truly believe she's a female narcissist. And no, I'm not a doctor. But I think when you blindly believe and follow whoever, including myself, you don't do victims justice. People that didn't deserve whatever happened to them. So please think about that, because these men, and there are a lot of men. Oh, there's so many men. It's raining men. So a gentleman reached out and said that he dated Kitty, the, relationship expert. So I'm sure the relationship was healthy and loving.
I just wanted to point this out. Look who in the comments. Risa Tisa's in the comments, y'all. I could have swore I followed her. She's in the comments, y'all. Look at Risa Tisa. Hey, Risa Tisa, go. Okay.
Healthy and loving and progressive. Well, he said that he was cheating on her, right? Which no woman wants. So I want to be fair and tell all the facts. But the woman just reached out, I guess the girl that he cheated with, and it says Kitty did try to kill him that night. It was because I had butt dialed him. Around that time, he had been messing with both me and her. She found out. Then shit got ugly. That girl used to cyber stalk me. She found out where I lived. She used to go live and talk about me and him over her FB and TikTok. It was a whole shit show. So she's saying she butt dialed him. And because of that, Kitty was on the phone. She heard. They began to fight. Now, that's what you heard in part 3. They began to fight. The car got damaged. Shots went off. She used his own gun to shoot at him.
This is crazy.
All because of a butt dial. Now, of course, the story is going to get deeper. And I'm invested. Are you? And pop goes the bad bitch. Good morning. Hello, and thank you for watching episode 5, season 1 of Who the Fuck Did I Work For? Now, see, I would love to keep the storyline in order, but your faves keep getting on lives, forcing people to be uncomfortable and look at them and talking about some shit that don't even matter. So I thought to react to the live. I have to watch it here because I'm blocked.
I have to watch it here because I'm blocked.
You don't know them. You don't know the numbers. You ain't did the education slay. You ain't did the education slay. You ain't did the education. You don't know the numbers. Matter of fact, I do. You ain't did the education. You guys, I love y'all, man. And honestly, I hope at some point in your life, and a lot of you guys are there.
Look at Mandy.
Some point in your life,
y'all don't know the numbers.
To the point where, excluding the people that are already there. Right?
I ain't followed her today.
But when you get to the point where
you're no, thank you. Stay
organizing a national tour, self-funded,
from money you stole,
self-promoted,
you using our pixels.
You know what I'm saying?
Self. Yikes.
You'll have a better perspective.
Then give us that perspective.
There's promoters all over the country that'll listen to me talk and understand everything that I'm saying.
We understand you. We just don't believe you.
I'm not trying to go back and forth.
So let's get to one of the ways he had me messed up. He likes to show the P&L sheet. Everybody was talking about the P&L sheet. You know, Kitty was like, I saw the P&L sheet. We've all got sent P&L sheets. They don't have any information on them, and they're doctored because guess who creates the P&L sheets? Okay. We've never gotten any information on how much the tour, the app, the clips, the YouTube, anything.
Okay, Keita. Now, if you didn't get any of this information, were you just kind of like giving him the benefit of the doubt? Like, I don't understand. Like, what was in the contract? What was in the contract? If it was not completely laid out, like what was in the contract? Because I thought she said that she had a contract or something. Did you have a contract, sis? Because I thought I heard her say that she had one. But if she didn't have a contract, that mean that he was liable to do whatever he wanted to do. He was liable to do whatever he wanted to do. He got you signing NDAs and all types of mess. I don't like that.
Anything have ever made. We've never gotten information on it. The only time we can piece information together is when he's bragging. I got big money. I wipe my ass with 50,000. I make $500,000 a weekend. That's the only time we can kind of say, hey, because I remember something wasn't right with my money, though. And speaking of that, let's talk about it. So at May, you know, me and my ex been broken up for a couple weeks. Cordial, everything's fine. But I'm waiting for my paychecks, and I'm like, what's going on? Because a lot of y'all were saying, well, why was he your manager? He wasn't my manager, but Ace didn't like talking to women. So JT is Randy's husband. Carlos is Kitty's. Well, they said she might not be married. That'll be on the next. I don't know. I tell you what, I'm just guessing. Carlos, and then there was Kel, my boyfriend, but he wanted to speak to a man because he said that women don't quite get it. They don't quite get it, and it's easier to talk to the men, even if the men don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So usually we just send them off to have the conversation and then get the information conveyed, right? So they never talked about this. Not to me. That's why it was done behind my back. And apparently, after I signed the contract, he changed things up to where we had to buy our own plane tickets. We had to buy our own hotels, and there were no more rental cars. All that used to be given to us, now it was taken away. So he was like, what we can do, I guess to him, to Kel, was what we can do is make a deal to give you in advance so that you can pay for these things, and then we'll just take it from her shows in the back end. Okay, even if that was the case, even if I would have been okay with some dumb shit like that, and I absolutely wouldn't have, because why am I paying to work? Is this 12 years of slave? Even if I would have been okay with some dumb shit like that, why send it to his personal bank account? All the money has been sent to my bank account. Would it be because when I checked my bank account, I'd have been like, what's this for? So his manager writes back and says that attached is a promissory note. The promissory note isn't signed. The promissory note just basically says, I promise to pay, but it isn't signed. No one freaking signed it, not even the ex. So who promised to pay you? Every time you ask about the money, it's we're going bankrupt, we don't have it, I'm losing, I'm redlined. Every time you say, well, I'm sorry, every money is...
Hold on. So let me get this straight. I'm gonna let it run, and then I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say.
Issues. I'm not having money issues. I got big money, so you never quite know. That's why he was shaking and flailing. Also, I'd like to talk about the public support of my colleagues, right? The people that I've been on the pod with. I've never asked for public support. I never said, you better like this comment or say this or that. I stand alone because I can stand alone. I don't need anybody to say I left because of, or I believe her, or I had these kind of conversations. All I need people to do is, when I'm lying, stop me. Contracts were changed out the blue, new changes.
So it was a contract.
Happened so fast they couldn't be put on the contract. It just, every single day was a mess of like, what? So yes, most of the time he did pay on time, with exceptions, as he stated. You can write the manager, complain, say this isn't right, wait, what's going on? All you're going to get is a long, drawn-out response that the same shit that he's going to tell you, but long and drawn out with big words. Now, I still haven't gone over the fact that he called me several times to get a hold of my merch, right? He wanted my merch. He wanted to take control of it. Even though I said I already had a crew, I already had my situated, I did not need help. He called me every single day until I said, okay. I had a lot going on. My address had been leaked. There's a lot of, I found out my address was leaked. I was moving. I had a lot going on. So I said, okay. And I didn't even get to the part where he wouldn't give me my merch back unless I said thank you and bought a bottle of tequila. And he put it in an email, and I thought he was joking, but little did I know he was not kidding at all. Hello, and thank you for...
What? So you mean to tell me the check that you were supposed to get went to your ex? And you had nothing to do with it? You didn't know what was happening? Bro, he would see me in court. ×2. See me in court. Cross your T's and dot your I's, 'cause I'ma see you in court. That's what I would have said. That ass is mine.
Hello, my fellow crash outs, and thank you for watching episode 6
Hey, girl, hey.
of Who the F Did I Work For? Had to censor myself. They're trying to take my pages. If you no longer see me on any of the platforms, follow my
trying to take my
YouTube. That
pages.
means Mojo Jojo 1. So there's a rumor that Mojo Jojo is smashing everybody on the cast, and I don't know where y'all came up with that. But I do know I did say he was dibbling and dabbling for show. Yeah, I know I said that. I got something on my shirt. So this is my very first tour. I'm getting to perform. I'm seeing new fans in new cities.
She
love
looks so
this
cute.
experience, but I'm starting to get irritated, and I'm telling K-Love this. I'm starting to get irritated at Mojo Jojo and the things he would say on stage, especially like if you're in an otherwise healthy and happy marriage, and he decides to cheat on you, your husband decides to cheat on you, you shouldn't leave, because otherwise, like other than that, you were happy. Well, clearly we weren't happy, because I'm getting cheated on. So that's the stuff that I would say that would make him very mad. And he would only show that after we got off stage. So then I realized, okay, I'm going to have to censor myself because he's not going to let me really express. So aside from all the women that, like, the fans that would sleep with Mojo Jojo, because this is when I found out that tour life means a lot of effing is going on. A lot of boot scooting boogieing. So aside from all the women that he would sleep with on tour, he would sleep with, you know, his assistants. So I met one of his assistants that let me know that he get down. Got a couple kinks as well. I'm not shaming it, but it does involve throw up. So Kit Kat ain't the only one that just loves bodily functions. Bodily fluids, I meant. I'm sorry, I'm really frazzled by a lot of all this. I don't kink shame, but I don't think it's wrong to be kink surprised. Imagine a close friend being like, I just need to be pooped on. Every day I think about it. Love it. So after every show, we like to go out and eat, celebrate. And I remember being in Dayton, Ohio, and talking to his wife and his wife, and basically telling them that they had amazing husbands, because I seen them do their job and go home. And they really showed me that married men can absolutely be in front of a whole bunch of women that are open and ready to pop it up, to pop it out. They can see that and say, what I got at home is more precious, and go to their hotel room and not be frazzle-dazzling in the lobby. And this is where I learned that cheating on your significant other or your spouse doesn't only hurt your significant other, but it really makes everybody around the situation feel uncomfortable. Because as I'm speaking to these ladies, his girl comes up and says, well, what about Mojo Jojo? You're saying he's faithful, What about him? Ooh. So I would like to take a poll. If you knew that your boss was unfaithful, and at the company Christmas party, his wife asks you, what are you going to say? Are you going to tell her the truth, or are you going to say, yeah, he's absolutely faithful. He's just like the rest of them. He's doing good. Well, if your answer was not the latter one, because mine was, I looked at her right in her face and I was like, he is faithful. Yeah, he really loves you. I didn't know what else to say. I did not want to lose my job.
Keita.
I was put in a very awkward situation. Me and that girlfriend weren't close then. Now we are. But we weren't close then, and I just didn't know what to do. And that's when I realized how selfish. He put me in this situation. Now, I might be wrong, but He put me in that situation. He didn't even have a type. Some wheelchair, little hand. I'm not trying to be rude. It didn't matter. It didn't matter the disability. Not to say anybody was like not able to function. I don't think he took advantage of anyone. They were able, but the disabled, they're able.
Why should is that his baby picture? Why? Why she got his baby picture up like that? She is so petty. Oh my god. Why she got his baby picture up like that? I can't. Where did she find that? Oh my gosh.
You know what I'm saying? The disabled is able. They get down.
What?
You hear what I'm saying?
She called him disabled.
My fellow crash out.
She called him disabled. I can't. We're gonna go back and like all of her videos in a minute, but she called this man disabled. I cannot.
And thank you for watching episode 6 of Who the F Did I Work For? Had to censor myself. They're trying to take my pages.
Okay.
What is something you will not apologize for? I'll go first. I am a...
That podcast want a big platform to shit on the people you used to work with.
I want to shit on the people I used to work with. Good afternoon, good morning, good night, my fellow crash outs reporting for duty. A lot of you said, Keita, where's episode 7? Right? Where's episode 7? Because it was Sunday. I can't do that on the Lord's Day. Uh-oh! Looks like they're trying to take a real ninja down. It's funny, everybody's okay with peeing and throwing up until you talk about it, and now I'm doing something wrong. Okay. So I just want to make a couple of things clear before we start this episode, because I really want to thank all of you for reaching out again.
What is this
Every
roach?
time I open my DMs, I'm getting a lot of love. And I know that there's a lot of hate too, but let me show you what a leader is. A leader knows that hate's going to come. So I'm checking my DMs and I see a DM from this guy and I'm thinking to myself, oh, he's probably going to say, sis, keep your head up. It's going to be okay. Like most of the DMs. Only I was surprised. So as you can see in 2021, I said, what's up? And Calamar said, man, I got this skit for us to do. I know a lot of you are saying, wait, what does this have to do with the Tonight's Conversation podcast? This is a little bonus segment because I'm going to show you guys how I'm coming if you think that you can speak to me disrespectfully.
Ooh.
I don't care that I'm pissing off y'all's kings and queens of pee-pee and doo-doo. It's not my concern, but it's also not your fight. So I'm thinking Calamar is cool, right? And so, because I said, what's up? He's like, man, I want to do this skit 2021. Fast forward to 2025, okay? I used to look at you like a smart businesswoman, but to find out you quit the radio for a podcast, girl, you dumb as fuck. K104 been around 20 years. You left stability for a funky-ass podcast. You should know better. Thanks for the financial advice, Calamar. I'm really going to use it next time. I'm going to give some advice now. Be careful for the people that find pleasure in your pain. Like when you tell somebody bad news and you see that their corners of their mouth are like going up because it's like, ooh, those people been preying on you for a minute and they couldn't wait to let you know that you failed. A lot of you would like to know what happened with me on K104 and I didn't say anything. What? You mean you can leave a job and not say anything to anybody, even though thousands of people are asking you, where'd you go? Every day, even a year after? I can do that. This time I chose not to. So I used to work for the best radio show in Dallas, Dee in the Morning with Jay Cruz, Dee McGuire, JJ Williamson, Trey G, and yeah, it was a vibe. I said K104 wanted to pay me $50 and then wanted me to take a price cut. I made triple then, so. He's like, I mean, you gotta start somewhere. That should have went up. Lady J left with $500,000. You still my girl. I'm not your girl. We're not even friends. I didn't even respond to your skit request, and that's why you're
I'm not your girl. You're not even my friend.
If I'm already making $150, I don't want to keep making $50. I understand staying at a company for 45,000 years, but that's not what I like to do. I was on tour for 2 years. I was making about $150, and I decided to get another job because
a whole fucking week. And if you know me, you know that's like a record. I've been a content creator, influencer, whatever you want to call it, for a couple years now. And I've had a job. And I've went to school at the same fucking time. I still have a job. I've never stopped working.
Imagine being on tour from Friday to Sunday, working sometimes two shows each day, and then flying back home Sunday in order to be at work at 5 a.m. or 4 a.m. Yeah, 4 a.m. Monday through Friday. And then Friday, after your shift ends at 10 at the radio, you hop on a plane and go to whatever city so that you can start your other job. And I didn't work two jobs because I have a money problem, a gambling issue, an alcohol problem, or a spending problem, or any of that. I worked two jobs. I never stopped working because I like money. Now, my nervous system felt safer here. I love Dallas. I love the people. I love everything about this situation, but the money wasn't moneying. I was tired. I said, okay, well, let me go to the boss. So I go and talk to Gio, and I'm like, hey, you know, contract, da da da. And he's like, everyone wants to worry about contracts. Everyone cares about contracts, but do you work? How about you do good work? I do good work. That's why I'm talking to you about a contract. He said I was something along the lines of, you're just a content creator. But I later found out why Gio didn't really want me there. I have a bachelor's degree in media, and that was my first, radio job ever, and it happened to be on the best morning show ever. So I do pretty.
If you can hear the people outside, I don't know where they came from. I don't know why they're out there. It's just like a muffled yelling and talking and chatting. Usually my neighborhood be very, very quiet. In my complex, be quiet. When I do content, it's been quiet all day. The moment I want to do some content in my room, the universe sends someone out of the crevices to reveal themselves and be loud when I need for them to go away. Just to get up under my skin. But I ain't gonna let it happen today. We gonna move forward. All right.
I did pretty well. I wasn't just a content creator because you wouldn't have chosen me if that were the case. But see, message advice number 2. Be careful for when you stand up for what you're worth. Be careful for those people that when you do that, they try to devalue you. You aren't worth that. Ha, you think you worth that? You ain't worth that. I promise you I am. And I'm going to show you. I said goodbye to everybody that I love, and then I started doing brand deals and made about 15,000 to 20,000 in 30 seconds to a minute. So I knew I didn't have to do that no more. I was going to be just fine. I don't know what Lady J, I don't know nothing about this, and I don't know how you know. Also, Lady J was working there for like 10 plus years. So whatever she left with, she probably deserved. I wasn't finna stay no 10, 20, 30, 40. I said I quit K104 when Gio said there's no money in radio. They wanted to give me pennies. Gio said I was just a creator that sits in her car and talk. But that's why they hired me. LOL. I've missed LOL. I made $150 off rip with the pod, so Lady J was there 16 years, you idiot. Oops. Sorry. And as I type this, I still make more than you. I'm not trying to shit on you, but calling me stupid when we both in Dallas is wild. So is it like smoke, or did you just...
Do you hear them? If you can't hear them, I understand, but like they are, bro. Go away.
Just want to call me out my name.
Oh, I can't wait to
while
have
I'm
a
going
house.
through hard times. I'm not your girl, bitch. I don't even know
Ooh.
you. Because I don't even know you. He says, I'm the latter, and I don't live in Dallas. And it could be smoke. Shit, I ain't tripping. I was so scared when he sent that. I was so scared. Now you mad as fuck. If I was in your position, I'd be mad too. And you definitely don't make more than me. Ooh, man. Sorry, y'all, I'm making a pizza. Okay,
She
I
about to
said,
eat
what
'em up.
position? You think I'm broke? Ha! The fuck? I'm charging it up. They owe me money. Unfortunately, I had to crash out because they don't hear me. But guess what? We close to solving everything. I don't know why bitch niggas like you think you can just talk to women. You don't know anyway. You're balding. You're not funny. And we shouldn't be speaking. So it's that smoke. I used to look at you like a businesswoman. Why? Because I had a job. You mark ass. I never gave. I can see if I gave business advice. I was like one of y'all fake ass financial gurus. Make 400,000 in 40 minutes, but I never did that. If you make more money than me, then why are you talking? I don't know any rich men, and I know a lot. I don't know any rich men that would sit there and talk to a poor broke girl. He said, I said, focus on your millions, you busted at it, bitch. I'm not mad. I just gotta show people how I'm coming at them when they feel they can say stupid shit to me. But you're still my boo. Now, when he asked me to do the skit, I looked at his page and I didn't laugh, so I didn't respond. His teeth are white, so they look like they're new, but he has old breath. And if you look, right here, there's a gap because he's up. There's patches. All of it's gone, but don't worry, Calamar.
Did you hear what she said? She said his teeth look like they're new. But he has old breath. Oh my God. Oh. Oh my God. I am crying. She said his teeth look like they're new, but he has old breath. Okay, Keita. Oh my God. Ma'am. That was comedic genius.
I'm just like
Wow.
you must be stressed. Because I was. Let me show you something. This was my hair when I left working for Mojo Jojo. So I understand being bald, Calamar. My hair grew back, but I'm praying for yours. So everybody go to Calamar's shows. He works at the Improv, but you have to go early for his shows because he's probably the first comedian and not the last.
Just looking at him.
A lot of you are like, wow, it seems like you're having a manic episode. I'm glad you can identify what a manic episode is. It means I'm doing my job. So I'm about to wrap up this episode, but I do want to let you guys know that my little red phone rang and Mojo Jojo's lawyer and my lawyer have been getting sticky for a couple of days now.
I'm hot, y'all.
Mojo Jojo has a very angry and mean lawyer, but so do I. He says that he might, just might, make things right, not only with me, but with some of the people that he's wronged. Man, that's accountability there. I really, really appreciate that. So my next episode will be interesting. Tune in.
On that podcast, what a big...
To get this done, we have to do it, obviously, above the board.
What's that mean?
Right, because it means that technically we can't say what we're doing this for. Yeah, I like that being more of it. He was saying that what your lawyer said...
Here, I can read this for you guys. My fellow crash outs, the last week has been the hardest of my life. Aw. What I started as a way to tell my truth by showcasting my abuse and calling out my abuser has turned into something beyond what I could have imagined. Standing up for myself has encouraged so many people to come to me, not only with their own traumas, but with similar stories related to Ace, Mojo Jojo, metaphor, and the people in his close circle. As we, the play button is on here. Hold on. It says as well creating my series, Who the F Did I Work For? Many different women from Mojo Jojo and present started coming to me with their accounts of his abuse. So pretty much more people started coming to her about the abuse from Mojo Jojo. I did not just take their word for it. I fact checked it. And proof of the abuse was provided. I was aware of the financial abuse that Ace Metaphor inflicted on employees, exes, and friends. But what I thought was only financial abuse has turned into something far more sinister. Jesus, take the wheel.
And then I like it being something that is private between us that don't get out. But it doesn't benefit neither one of us to go to court about this. It's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? It's not worth it for me. The amount of money I would pay lawyers to keep watching your page and doing this and doing that, it's not fucking worth it.
Then shut up. That's how I feel. Shut up. If it's not worth it, shut up. Why you on my line?
So what I'm saying is, like, I didn't need an all-encompassing NDA. It was 100 just to not talk about this.
Yes, but that's the NDA.
Hold up. No, I mean, shit, if you want to keep, like, I don't, like, look, it was 100 to talk about this and then 250 in work. Quote, unquote.
For the NDA?
No, just this specific thing.
Right, that's the NDA. That's the one that I need to sign the NDA about.
One more question.
Yeah.
What about just the 5 all this year? Like 250 now, 256 months.
So give me 500,000.
I'm gonna tell you this: if you take that money and you just put it in the stock market, in 4 years you'll probably have more money. You know what I'm saying?
Nope, I don't know how to do stock markets. You don't.
No, I'm saying you'll just have it. You get what I'm saying? You'll have it. Like the idea, and this is I'm telling you from my side of it, what I would do. I would have the money.
People have been around you forever, and then other people's characters are going to start to be questioned, because my first thought was, which one of his niggas knew and sat by an abuser and continued to make money? That was my first thought when I saw it. So when I asked Mike, I'm like, did you know?
Keita, I know you have your opinions of me. All right? I know you do. And I know that there's some things that could have been done better. But when I listen to your opinions of me sometimes, it do hurt my feelings. And I'm not taking away from your hurt feelings.
No, I do be trying to hurt your feelings.
But
You be pissing me
that
off.
don't mean that, and listen, just like things got back to you, things got back to me.
I tell them to people on purpose so that they get back to you.
You know.
So with Kitty,
I'm telling you.
I'll tell you what it is.
Okay.
So I was going through a breakup, so I was going through a lot, and then somebody had doxed me in January, and they shared my address, so people came to my door, knocked on my door, scared my kid, so we all like slept in.
Is he laughing? Did you hear him chuckle? Hold on. Can I rewind that?
So that they get back to you.
You know.
So with Kitty,
I'm telling you.
Listen,
I'll tell you what it is.
Okay.
So I was going through a breakup, so I was going through a lot, and then somebody had doxed me in January, and they shared my address, so people came to my door, knocked on my door, scared.
He's laughing. There is nothing funny about somebody's information being doxed. Nothing funny about that. She could have seriously got hurt. Her child could have got hurt. But that's funny to you? Oh, I hope she eats him alive. I hope she leaves no crumbs on the plate. I really do. 100%. I really do.
Scared my kid, so we all like slept in the same bed together because we didn't know if people were gonna like come in. They called my phone a million times. It was scary the whole night, and like people were sending Uber Eats. People were like, "You gonna die, bitch," because it was around the time that I had talked shit about Nicki Minaj, so the barbs were already on me. So as soon as my address
Okay. Ace has been trying to have me sign an NDA for years to prevent all of his freaky nasty stories he tells to people to come out to the public. In a poorly planned attempt to damage my character and make me look crazy, Ace is now attempting to accuse me of extorting him. Whoa. Yes, that was me on the recording, and yes, I did yell, scream, curse at him. I spoke to him in the most disrespectful manner purposefully, because after days of his continuous lies, when he initiated contact with me, I was enraged. Yeah. And he pushed me to my breaking point. Aw. I have tried to talk to this man respectfully, and he has disrespected me in return time and time again. So I am through being nice, okay? When you make a black woman mad. Okay. I will talk to him and anyone else in the same if the
number hit Twitter.
Oh, sorry. If they put me through what he has. She said I would talk to anyone the same way if they put, you know what I'm saying. In Ace's flawed extortion claim, he fails to mention it was him and his team who initially reached out to me and offered money in order to bury this particular probable story of abuse. At this point, our lawyers got involved. My lawyer even started representing one of Ace's victims in order to not only negotiate fair compensation for myself, but fair compensation for the victims as well, and even discussed us coming back together and having an open discussion with our audiences, deep diving into how we resolve the conflict. Bitch, bye. We ain't resolving shit. We resolve this money in my pocket.
So that really fucked me up. So I went ahead and I had to move. But I couldn't really afford to like do tour, help my family out, and move. But I moved anyway because I was scared because I got a son. So I told Randy that, and you know, she was like really mad about it. But then Kitty told me that, you know, she got my address. Randy had got my address from Natasha. So I called Natasha. And Natasha was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to give her your address." She was like, what'd she say? She was like, I thought she had some of your merch and she wanted your address. Right, but you're not supposed to give my personal information out to castmates. But anyways, I let it go. And then so me and Kitty became cool because she told me, she was like, "I got something to tell you about Randy." She's like, she leaked your address. So I just blocked Randy. I didn't even say anything. I just blocked her. I was like, I'm done. So, me and Kitty became cool, very close. She told me you fucked her over real bad. She was struggling really bad with money. I gave her sister food. Because she said her sister. I gave her food. I gave her a pantry of my food. I did a lot for her. I bought her an edible arrangement. I took her out to eat and paid for the whole thing. I did a lot. And then, you know, she snaked in the fucking worst way. Because you weren't supposed to know. You weren't supposed to know that we had came together.
I am on my, I don't like to swear, but on everything I love. When I talked to Kitty in Dallas, she wasn't trashing any of that.
I didn't say she trashed. I said she told you what she didn't have no reason telling you.
No, she didn't. It wasn't you get what I'm saying? It wasn't.
She already apologized for telling you what she told you.
Listen. You come back. What I'm saying is, it wasn't in an attempt to get them out. They ain't blah blah blah. It was an attempt to, hey,
I don't care about her. That's the reason. My son is in danger. I had to buy another motherfucking house, and that bitch is in Dallas, and I'll fuck that bitch up.
I don't want to get you upset.
My son, nigga. I don't play with my son.
Hey, we don't have to talk about Kitty no more.
Never again.
I was just person to person, Kitty.
No, I'm just telling you. I don't want anything from you, Ace. I don't want anything. At first, I thought you were going to make it right. It was a whole day. I can't spend days and days on this, so I'm just going to let it go from here. I wanted to call you and just say, I want to let you know how you've hurt people. That's all, how you've hurt me. like a lot of people, Natasha told her stories too, and everybody can talk about how they've left you and you've done this and you've done that, and you've gotten what you are good at is meticulously doing something to somebody, whether you make them love you, and I don't see how they can, or you make them, or you give them.
Okay. So she said, I am a veteran with mental illness, bipolar depression, GAD, and PTSD. Oh, GAD, and PTSD. I am a proud mental health advocate, and my podcast is named Unmedicated and Educated, which I love her podcast. She's funny. So it shouldn't be all that surprising in my response to financial, mental, emotional, and physical abuse. Whew. Is a little extreme. There is so much more to the story. The drama has been going on for years, and Ace has been playing with my money in this fake setup negotiation for months. As you can see, he's not the only one with audio recordings. The rest will be out. What does that say? Outlined? Okay, yeah, outlined. It kind of looked like attuned or something. Outlined in my upcoming projects and apparently in a court of law. Hallelujah. To my crash outs, I love you and thank you for your support. To my castmates and fellow employees, I apologize if you were hurt by this, but facing abuse is often uncomfortable. Lastly, to Anthony, Terrell, Nallis, or Knowles, I'll see you in court, bitch. Did I just sing that? She about to take his ass to court. As she should. As she should.
Say, okay, well maybe he'll make it right. And we continuously do that because you play this like nice guy role that everyone fell in love with, like 2 million followers. You know? 2 million women are like, this is a nice guy. You are not a nice guy. I don't need you to make it right. I don't need you to give me any money. I know Mike said I was impoverished. I guess that was a little dig because he's mad. But I gotta unfollow him too. I'm not tripping, man. I wish you the absolute best, bro. I really do.
You're gonna drop the video.
I'm gonna tell the truth. You haven't been truthful with me since I've met you, though, about anything.
No, whoa, Keita, so are we talking or not?
I can't stop crying thinking about what did happen.
Aww.
Yeah. All right, so, Keita, I ain't ate since.
Me neither. I haven't eaten in 3 days. I'm so thin and pretty. I'm gorgeous. Here, stop telling me we're good. I have to pay my all right, I'm wasting more money, bro. I had to pay my lawyer and shit. It's fine.
No. But that's so essentially so now you're willing to sign a full blown NDA.
Yeah, I
come on, Keita, don't do it.
This is deep, and then this is gonna hurt a lot of employees.
Why is he trying to force her to sign an NDA so she can't tell her truth? I don't like that. And why is she trying to it's like he's dangling money over her because he knows that she likes money. He knows that she has to feed her child. He knows these things. And I feel like he's taking advantage of that fact that he screwed her over, and now he's trying to get her to sign an NDA so she won't talk. But I mean, if she did tell her story, that could also help her financially, and also it could also spread awareness when it comes to these industries, because a lot of these things don't get talked about that much. It's just now coming out because of the years that we're in, the years of revealing, the years of the truth coming out. So I don't feel like it's fair for him to try to make her sign an NDA, and I don't know if this is this might be like an older recording that we're watching right now where it might be something from the past, or it could be recent. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I don't think it's fair for her to have to sign an NDA. And I feel like he's trying to take her to court, so that she won't reveal his deception.
And then a lot of people are going to be like, well, I didn't see that. Or he do be yelling at Sam. do the live still just to show people that you made it right, because that's all. And then with that, like with that settlement, I'm gonna get like the people that said that they, you know, they were hurt by you. I'm going to help them so that they feel like, you know, they didn't just help me get everything and then, you know. And I'm not gonna say that what you gave me or anything, but I'm gonna say he made it right. Be honest. Be honest, because people think we're having sex and we're not.
I know that you have enough right now, even without her. You know that. You know that also.
Yes. I have a lot of things. You've done a lot of things to me.
No, listen. So there is no reason for me, no reason at all for me to spurn you at fucking all.
Or get off my phone and let's stop this. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Today.
Spare me. Who do you think?
Or we have no
Can we
deal.
solve this by
I waited
5:30?
up until midnight last night. I'm tired. My back hurts. I'm thirsty. I'm hungry. I need to work. But I'm still fucking around with your bitch ass. Now, I said we were friends, but we ain't that goddamn close until we make a motherfucking deal. So make it, nigga, and make the right one.
Let's just make the deal, Ace. And we can move forward, and you can get squared away, and we can get squared away, and everything can be finished. Do you think you can solve it by 5:30?
Mary. We got a long way to 5:30. I've been working on this all morning. Since.
Well, spend more time convincing that nigga and less time talking to me. I gotta work and make videos. Thank you. I gotta do my Patreon. I got 500 new members.
Call me back at 1. All right, call me back at 1.
All right.
All right, love you, Keita. Get this done.
This man said, "Love you, Keita." After she just, she like, ooh, that's why it says, "Love you, Keita, F you." Child, you hear the anger in that woman's voice. She is not playing with him at all. I ain't never heard Keita sound that angry. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, let's go to this next one.
Let me tell you why I have a problem with what Keita Rose is doing.
Hello, no hate to this creator. Just let me tell you why I don't care. I am calling out financial abuse, emotional abuse, mental abuse, physical abuse. I am calling out abuse, and that's uncomfortable. But I wanted to show victims, which I do not identify as. I do not identify as a victim. I want to show victims exactly what they can expect when they confront their abuser. Because not everybody has a video camera out and can prove that someone did something to them. Not everything is as cut and dry or black and white as just go to court, because I don't think you all quite understand what narcissism truly is. Right. Everybody has had a narcissist. My boss was narcissistic. My daddy was narcissistic. You guys don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. Because if you did, you would understand exactly what I'm going through, exactly why I sounded that way on that recording, and what he was doing, and how he was gaslighting and manipulating me. And I will admit, after 3 days of speaking to him for, 5, 6, 7 hours a day of him calling and calling and calling, I just about had enough. Well, if he's so abusive, why you even answer? Well, I started this to highlight financial abuse, because this seems to be the type of abuse nobody gives a shit about. Everybody keep acting like $500,000 is some chump change. So maybe I am broke, but The thing about abusers are, 9 times out of 10, you aren't the only one that is either being abused or has been abused by them. So as I started to talk about it, it was like therapeutic at first. I was just like, you know what? I'm standing up for myself. I'm tired of leaving situations and saying things like, oh, whatever, or I hope they get theirs. No. I'm going to show you exactly why you should stop fucking around and playing with people, because you're going to find out. Abusers know which one to pick, usually. Usually it's the docile women, or the men. Usually it's the men and women that lack confidence, lack self-esteem, lack self-worth. So when you abuse them, they internalize it. They feel like they deserve it, right? They start to justify it. But sometimes people are just nice. They're kind, because I'm not nice. And I think y'all seen, I'm not nice. I'm kind. They'll see kindness and they'll say weak. And unfortunately, not all of us are weak. More people started coming out. I mean, financial, physical, shit I have never could imagine. So as I'm not trying to accuse anybody of anything, I started to fact check. And then I went down this really, really dark rabbit hole. I guess I really did find out who the fuck I worked for. Mojo Jojo has been trying to weaponize my mental illness against me forever. Well, do you know she's bipolar? Right? He'll do little things, start little fires, and then when people see my reaction, he says, well, she's just having an episode, which I think is absolutely disgusting. Because just because you're an undiagnosed narcissist doesn't mean that you're normal. You, sir, and you know it, are far from normal, aren't you? Kendrick said the rabbit hole is deep. We can go further, I promise. Boy, Kitty wanted to play that bully shit at first and weaponize my emotions, and I really wish people would stop doing that. Aw, even though I hurt you, you seem hurt. I am. Even though I made you mad, it seems like you mad. I am, ho. Is you cool? Kitty told me, well, indirectly through a video that we were going to have big girl conversations when I was done crying my tears. Well, you did hurt me. You meticulously got close with me and my family in order to snake me in the worst way. And I can prove that you've done that to multiple men, just like I can prove that Mojo Jojo has done what he's done to me to multiple people. So keep your long explanation videos that I'm not going to watch. And let me just touch on the professional. We work for social media. We produce clips for social media. So I understand a lot of people with 9-to-5s, because trust me, baby, I've always had a 9-to-5, can identify with going to HR, writing your complaint, even though no one cares, continuing to go back to work, because that's usually the process. You gotta handle narcissistic influencers a little bit differently, right? You can't go and tell the whatever agency protects the workers. You gotta go and tell the people. And that's what I'm doing. I'm not running a smear campaign. I said I don't like her, and I don't. But she is the least of my worries, because Mojo Jojo is a little more evil than I thought. And you please understand, I need a little bit of grace as I'm finding out things in real time. So, yeah, I wanted to advocate for mental health. And a lot of people saw me manic. He provokes me in order to spike my manic episodes. And I've been regulated for a very long time. I usually get dysregulated or unregulated, I don't know, when I'm around spirits I shouldn't be around. Mojo Jojo talks a lot of scripture talk and knows the Bible because of his upbringing, but really worships the 48 laws of power. And Kitty's so pretty you almost forget she's faking. So I wanted to detail this experience for my fans, the people I brought to this platform, right? Because another trait of a narcissist is, they abuse their power and often see others as disposable or a means to an end. So he thought he could take my audience and then cripple me and then throw me away, but absolutely not. I'm quite literally fighting a villain. This is some bullshit. Oh my God.
Let me tell you why I have a problem.
Hello, my fellow crash outs, reporting for duty. Thank you for watching another episode of Who the Fuck Did I Work For? Apparently he loves the skinnies in. That's good. So, you all might have heard that Mojo Jojo posted an audio of me having a manic episode. I'm bipolar. I've always been a mental health advocate, so I don't hide the fact that I'm bipolar because I'm usually regulated and happy. But what I realized in 2025 is, being an empath, you cannot be nowhere near and you should not be speaking to narcissists, period. So Mojo Jojo called me and offered me what I was owed, and two, a little bit more on the top, to help out some of the people that he's wronged. Because the thing about an abuser is they usually abuse more than one person. So the whole Me Too movement that people can't quite wrap their head around is Me Too. He's done that. She's done that to me too. And it's good to feel like you're not alone when you're fighting a super evil villain. So Mojo Jojo thought that he could tricked me by calling me over and over and over again and offering me different solutions to cover up his little past and his little problems. And he would record me and show everybody that I was the evil villain. I was the extortionist, the money hungry, whatever. But I was recording him too because I stopped trusting him a long time ago.
Keita, I ain't ate since.
Me neither. I haven't eaten in 3 days. I'm so thin and pretty. I'm gorgeous.
Can I just
Talk to me in that way. I'm back.
Hey, yo, Keita.
But I'm not wavering. I'm not wavering.
No, Keita, you gotta give me 3 seconds.
Okay.
Keita, you gotta give
I'm about No, yeah, you talk. I'm not doing it.
Hey, Ace. Okay. So it is a partnership
She was like, okay. Hold on. Wait, because she oh my goodness. I didn't know her last name was Moon. Oh. She was like, okay. All right, hold on. Let me just talk to him because, child. That was funny.
partnership. She has no reason not to Yes.
Hey, Mary, 5 minutes because you work for me. Because you work for me. 5 minutes with this one.
As y'all can see, she was very angry. And yes, she did scream at me. But if you make as much money as I do, but my good best friend pays me, you can scream at me too.
No, nobody should be able to scream at you. I was having a manic episode.
And this was after days of negotiation with what some people would call a mass manipulator.
He is.
But clearly he can't be that smart.
Nope.
Because how can you extort somebody who you came to first?
You came to me first. You came and offered me first.
And trying to send someone to jail.
To jail.
And then not,
extortion.
Not expecting, a recording? Several,
Several recordings.
That's
days.
That is wild.
It's okay. It's going on the docuseries.
As long as we've known each other, I thought we was friends. Unblock me, Ace.
Unblock her, Ace. I'm Mojo. As you can see, we've been friends for a long time. 10 years, 12 years, 13, I don't even know. And nobody knows that she bites. She's actually struck me, so we're not gonna, she's toxic as well, but we're just gonna keep going. So I initially started this whole thing to talk about in detail my financial abuse because I thought it would be somewhat therapeutic. So in the beginning of the shows, I used to make my own merch because I felt very, very creative and I love that little cricket thing. Jojo said the merch was ugly. It should be mass produced. I need an actual designer, so I needed to hire his designer buddy. He knows what he's talking about because he's made millions on his shirts and books. So I'm like, well, you know what you're doing and I don't, so okay. Around Black Friday, he showed me $340,000 worth of sales, and that was just the card game. So he seemed to know what he was doing. He was a black man willing to help a single mom out. Ha! So I started to look for new designers, and that's when I realized design is expensive. Do not go cheap on design. Designers, videographers, editors, these people, they make what they make because it's worth it. The shows were growing rapidly, so Mojo Jojo was like, listen, I'm going to set up your website. I'm going to do all this. We're going to sell your merch. I need you to buy a lot of merch this time because we're going to 100 cities. It's going to be thousands of people in each city. You're going to need a lot of merch. So I stopped making my own merch and started buying thousands in quantity because he said we would need it. He said even if we didn't sell it on tour, it didn't matter because he had 1 million people on his email list. So all he had to do was send out a bulletin, and in a click of a button, I'd get 40 to 50,000 probably that day. None of that stuff happened, and it took months and months and maybe even a year and a half to figure out that he was absolutely not going to do any of that stuff. But I'll detail that a little later. I'm about to wrap this up. A lot of you guys are saying, why don't you have your own podcast? I do have my own podcast. It's called Unmedicated and Educated with Keita Rose. I'm Keita Rose. This is the pod he said he was going to put $20, $30, $40, $50,000 in, but that wasn't true either. Which is okay, because I did it on my own. If you're interested in seeing some of these wacky episodes. The episodes are on Patreon and YouTube membership. Question, do black men need therapy?
From a therapist?
If you'd like to support me, go on down to KitaSaidIt.com. That's KITASAIDIT.com. Use code MOJOJOJO, that's Mo with 3 Joes, for a humongous discount. Thank you.
She made his name the
Hello, my
promo
fellow press.
code. She made his name the promo code. That's hilarious. Oh my
This ain't gonna
goodness.
reach everybody, but it's gonna touch who it needs to, and that's all that matters. We're about to.
Okay, so I think that was the last one. Yes, that was the last one. Okay, child. Kita, I feel like she got his ass in a chokehold, and I love that for her. I really do. I love that for her. Because if you can hear the pain in her voice, I'm sure you heard the pain in her voice. That's not fabricated. That's not fake. That's real. That's real pain. And we don't know the extent of her trauma with that man. We don't know her trauma. And I feel like this is great. This is a great way to promote her docuseries that she's working on. This will be a great way to get people to watch and to see what it's about. I'll pay for it. I sure will. And when it comes out, I'll watch it and I'll do a review on it too. I sure will. Yes, ma'am. It should be on Netflix. True. It's sure, with 3 million followers, 3.3 million followers, it should be on Netflix, okay? So, all right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Luna with Luna Reacts. If you have not subscribed, please feel free to subscribe. We have a goal to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of summer 2025. I appreciate you for watching, and stay tuned because there's more to come. Make sure you hit that notification bell, like this video as well, and share it with someone else who likes Kita Rose or who doesn't know who Kita Rose is and would like to get to know who she is. I think she's amazing. I think we should support her. So I thank you, and until next time. Peace.